Humane recommends. Access humane.uk.net. In this Humane Recommends we read a sample of the article, Glasgow virologist living with autism shares pride at delivering vital services during pandemic. A virologist has shared her pride at being at the forefront of delivering services to vulnerable communities across the city during the pandemic. Janet Bell, a specialist biomedical scientist at Glasgow Royal Infirmary, lives with autism, hypermobility, and insulin-dependent diabetes. Her experience as a young woman receiving treatment for diabetes inspired her to study science and train as a biomedical scientist. Janet is part of a team that provides blood-borne testing for NHS Greater Glasgow and Clyde's, NHS GGC, addiction services, asylum-seeking services, and the prison service. Patients use a lancet to provide a blood sample, which is caught on a specialist card and posted to the virology team. This form differs from standard blood testing, where a sample is taken from the patient's veins. The COVID-19 pandemic changed how virology services were delivered. Janet, who was diagnosed with autism in 2020, knew the pandemic would be a challenge like no other. At first, my team did not have automated testing and were adapting to new technologies, she said. Many service users were also not active, and the virology effort was redirected into helping to process, test and report results of COVID-19 screening tests. Once automation and resumption of pre-pandemic services began, we had to balance the needs of pandemic testing with the return of blood-borne virus testing in greater numbers. After her autism diagnosis, Janet discovered few of her colleagues had experience of additional support in the workplace. Staff living with autism may benefit from support including an area to relax, a mentor in the workplace, or flexible timescales to tackle tasks. While my autism diagnosis is new, I have lived as an autistic woman my entire life. I have before had challenges when accessing services and adjustments, she said. I lead by example, to find out for myself and others around me what can be done and how we can bring about change. My husband has been very supportive. He is attending access to work meetings with me. Every December 3rd is International Day of Disabled Persons. Janet feels that, by being visible in the workplace, she can make a difference to the lives of others living with disability. It is important for me to be someone who can say that while I have those challenges, I do not let it stop me. I want to show people you can overcome challenges, despite your disability. Janet says more can always be done to bring about change in attitudes towards hidden disabilities. Decision makers must reduce the often unconscious biases and microaggressions that happen daily for those whose needs are not visible. Everyone is aware of the needs for ramps, lifts, and mobility help, because those differences are often visible. Yet, there tends to be a lack of acceptance of people living with hidden disabilities. Disability is only disability where the environment does not support a change that makes activities possible for you. Did you like this recommendation? Hit the like button and read it in full by clicking on the link provided in this video description. All citations recommended here are solely for educational purposes. Our aim is to provide the community with access to the educational inclusive materials of excellency we come across. Yours included. If you hold the copyright of any video or article cited here, or you think they should not be available on our channel, please let us know and we'll remove them at your discretion.